Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Man and Maths. In the previous video we have studied about basics of probability, and in this video we will study further. So before going ahead, let us revise what we have studied till now. So probability is the possibility of getting favorable outcomes out of some random experiment. So PE will be equal to number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of possible outcomes. Number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of outcomes. We took 3 examples in the previous video, and they were tossing of a coin, second one was throwing of a dice, and third one was red, blue and green balls in a box. So if we toss a coin once, either we will get a tail, or we will get a head by tossing coin only once. So there are 2 possible outcomes, either it will be tail or it will be head. So total number of outcomes in this case will be 2. So the probability of getting tail or head, probability of getting tail or probability of getting head, this will be equal to, probability of tail will be equal to 1 out of all the possible outcomes, that is 2. Possible outcomes are either tail or head, that is 2. Okay, and similarly the probability of getting head will be also 1 by 2, 1 divided by 2. So in this case, if we toss a coin only once, then the probability of getting tail will be 1 by 2, and the probability of getting head will also be 1 by 2. Okay. So our second example was throwing of a dice. If we throw a dice only once, we will get only a single number. Okay, it will either be 1, it can also be 2, it can be 3, it can be 4, 5, or it can be 6. It will either one of these numbers that we will get by throwing a dice once. Let us add once here to understand more clearly. Okay, so the total number of possible outcomes here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the total number of possible outcomes equal to total outcomes equal to 6. So let us suppose that we have to find the probability of getting 5. Okay, so how many times this number 5 comes in all the possible outcomes? 1 time only. So we can write it as probability of 5. Probability of getting 5 will be equal to 1 divided by total number of outcomes, that is 6. Okay, so the probability of 5 will be 1 by 6. Similarly, the probability of getting each number, probability of getting 1 will also be 1 by 6. Probability of getting 2 will also be 1 by 6, and similarly they all will be 1 by 6. Okay, we can calculate one more thing from here. From this question we can calculate one more thing. Suppose we have to calculate the probability we have to calculate the probability of getting a number which is greater than let us say a 3, greater than 3. Okay, greater than 3, not 3. Okay, probability of getting a number greater than 3. So how many numbers are here greater than 3? 1, no. 2, no. 3, no. It is not equal to 3. We have to get greater than 3. So we will get either 4, 5 or 6. Okay, so the probability of getting greater than 3, okay, greater, this greater sign, a probability of getting a number greater than 3 will be equal to number of favorable outcomes. What are our favorable outcomes? 4, 5 or 6. Okay, 3. Our favorable outcomes are 3 and divided by total number of outcomes. How many are total number of outcomes here? 6. Okay, 6. So the probability of getting number greater than 3 will be 3 divided by 6, that is 1 by 2. Alright. So probability of getting a number which is greater than 3 will be 1 by 2. Okay. There can be a lot of questions related to this, like probability of getting odd numbers, okay, 1, 3 and 5. Okay, probability of getting even numbers, this 2, 4 and 6. Okay, or probability of getting prime numbers. Okay, so there can be a lot of questions that we can calculate it from here. Okay, we'll use the same formula, number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of outcomes. Okay, so let us move to the third example. Our third example was, we have a box and in this box there are say 3 balls of equal size, out of which one is red, one is blue and the third one is green. Okay, so we have to calculate the probability of getting a red ball or a blue ball or green ball. Okay, so the total number of outcomes here will be, if we draw a ball from the box without looking into it, we will either get red ball or we can get blue ball or we can get green ball, nothing else. So the total number of outcomes in this case will be 3. It is either red, blue or green. And let us suppose we have to calculate the probability of getting the blue ball. Okay, probability of getting the blue ball, out of these 3 the blue ball comes only once. So number of favorable outcomes, that is 1, divided by total number of outcomes, that is 3. Okay, here from here we can get either red ball or blue ball or green ball. We'll get each of them only once. Okay, so the probability of getting blue ball will be 1 by 3. Similarly, probability of getting green ball will also be 1 by 3 and probability of getting red ball will also be 1 by 3. We'll see more examples. Okay, so this is from the previous video. Okay, got it everyone? Let us move to some more examples. Let us start from the third example that we took here. Okay, our third example was balls in a box. Okay, balls in a box. What we had? We had a box. Okay, and in this box there were 3 balls. Okay, one was red, one was blue and the third one was green of equal size. Okay, and we have to draw one ball without looking into it and find the probability of getting red, blue or green ball. Okay, we have done it. So let us take it differently. Let us increase the number of balls. Okay. Let us suppose that here it is one more red ball. Okay. Red ball. Say this one. Red ball. Okay. And blue ball is one. And one more red ball and one more green ball. Okay. This is red. Okay. So 3 red balls. One is blue and one is green. We can write it from here. Red balls are 3. Okay. Green balls equal to two green balls, one here and second one is here. And how many blue balls? 1. The total number of balls, total number of balls is 6. Okay. Alright, there are 6 balls in the box, and now we have to find the probability of getting either red or blue or a green ball. Okay. So first we will find the probability of getting, say, green ball. Probability of getting a green ball. Okay. Probability of getting a green ball. So from our formula, the probability of an experiment is equal to number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of outcomes. Okay. So our total number of outcomes is 6. Of course, there are 6 balls. So we can get either one of these balls. Okay. So total number of outcomes is 6. Okay. Since we have to find the probability of getting a green ball, what are our favorable outcomes? Out of these 6 balls, how many of them are green? 1 and 2. So there are 2 green balls. So we can get either of these. Okay. Probability of green. We can get either of these balls, and it will be our favorable outcome. So there are 2 favorable outcomes here. So the probability of getting a green ball will be equal to 2 divided by 6, that is 2 by 6, and it will be equal to 1 divided by 3. So the probability of getting a green ball will be 1 by 3. Okay. Now move to other question. Let us suppose we have to find the probability of getting red ball. Probability of getting red ball. Okay. Total outcomes, that is 6. But total outcomes are 6. We can get either of these balls. Okay. And how many red balls are there? Number of favorable outcomes, that is red ball. How many red balls are here? 1, 2 and 3. 3 red balls. So our favorable outcomes is 3. So the probability of getting a red ball will be 3 by 6. That is 1 divided by 2. So the probability of getting a red ball will be 1 by 2. Okay. Third part, the probability of getting blue ball. Okay. So how many blue balls are there? Our favorable outcome is what? A blue ball. We can draw a blue ball in how many? Only one way. Okay, there is only one blue ball, and the total number of outcomes still is 6 from these 6 balls. Okay, we'll draw a ball. So how many blue balls? 1. So the probability of getting a blue ball is 1 by 6. Okay. So we can easily find the probabilities in this manner. Okay. Let us go through a fact. Okay. What is the fact? Okay. The fact is, while calculating the probability of any event, okay, the sum of all the probabilities of any experiment is always 1. Okay, so our experiment was like tossing of a coin. Tossing of a coin. Okay, so when we say the sum of all the possible probabilities is always 1, it means we write it here, sum of all probabilities is equal to 1. Okay, in this experiment we have two probability, that is probability of getting tail and probability of getting head. Okay, and these both were equal to 1 by 2. Okay, so from here if we write is that P1 plus P2 plus P3 plus is always equal to 1, let us say Pn. Okay, here there are only two probabilities, so Pt plus Ph equal to 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, that is equal to 1. Okay, the all the probability, the sum of all the probabilities can never exceed 1, it can never be greater than 1. Okay, our second experiment was throwing of a dice. Okay, over here we have all the possible probabilities for P1 of getting 2, of getting 3, probability of getting 4, probability of getting 5, and probability of getting 6. These all were 1 by 6. Okay, these all probabilities were 1 by 6. Let us add 1 by 6 plus 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 1 by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, we add these all, it is 6 divided by 6, that is equal to 1. Okay, so the sum of all the probabilities of any event is always 1. You can check it in any example. If you take any example, it will always be 1. Okay, let us move to other questions. One more important thing, the probabilities all